Well, actually, the stuff, I saw what you did with my wife, with, all of the shoots and sessions and all of the whole thing and stuff that you do with her, and, just that capture of beauty and stuff that I could see, but nobody else really did. And the way that you brought it out, it was just, okay, that is something that I love. And just seeing the changes and everything afterwards, with her demeanor and her attitude and her self-look, and, it was just one of those, yeah, I think I want a part of that. And, it's been, God, probably 20 years since anybody's ever taken a photo with me. I don't like them. But, just to see somebody be able to capture that type of essence that I see in her every day. And, it was just one of those, maybe this might work. So I went for it. When I got out of the military, pretty much the military was the only thing I ever knew. I spent so long in it that, there really wasn't anything else to me. I got out and there was just a piece that was just missing. And I'm just trying to find, at the time, something to kind of fill that. Everybody always assumes, that people in the military or law enforcement or, whatever are always the strong guys, that we're there to help and, to face the fears that nobody else wants to face. But nobody understands that, well, we are human too. We do have a softer side, but nobody ever wants to realize that. And so this session just kind of tied in with both, because it shows that, we face everybody else's fears, and we do it with pride and we do it with honor. But at the same time, we also see the things that nobody else wants to see. And we live through the things that nobody else wants to live through. And, people say that, PTSD or whatever isn't real. Well, I'm firsthand proof that it is. And with this session, to me, it shows, with a lot of the photos and stuff that, we fight people's wars with our hands. We face people's wars with our minds, but nobody sees the fear and the agony and such behind all that we have to face after the fact for the rest of our lives. Just so that way, Jane Doe or John Doe can sleep, peacefully in their bed. And that's what this whole session actually represented to me, because it was just something to where I could tie in my military career with, like a softer side to say, yes, we are the tough guys, but at the same time, we also are human. Perfection. That's probably the easiest thing that I could say. I know I'm not perfect, but being able to see that photo and everything on them, I didn't think that I could look that good, honestly. I'm very self-conscious about myself, but seeing what you did with my wife and then seeing what you did with me, I can't stop but smiling and showing them off. And it brings that sense of pride back. This experience has just helped me find anything and everything that was missing. And I wouldn't change any of it for the world. Be yourself. Don't be what you think everybody else wants to be. Be who you want to be. Show that soft side, show that intimate side, and it will go a long way, very long way. As far as guys, doing like an intimate photography, I'd recommend it in a heartbeat. You can find stuff about yourself that you wouldn't even know is even there until you sit down in front of a camera and stuff with you and you capture that moment to where now they can physically see what, their spouse or loved one and stuff sees. When it first came in, I was nervous. I mean, again, it had been 20 years or so since somebody's taken my photo, but I mean, after sitting down with you for a little bit and, knowing you through my wife, it just went away. I just felt more at home. I felt more relaxed to where we could pretty much talk about whatever, and then throwing the ideas and stuff back and forth, and, you capturing the ideas that I had, and then just some of the spur of the moment stuff. I mean, I wouldn't change it. I mean, it was pretty much my moment of heaven, I guess you could say. The way that you make the person feel, and, help them relax and just kind of joke around with them, and, try to add that personal touch. I don't think there's any other photographer out there that could actually do that. And the fact that, you let me wear my dirty old hat, which I didn't think I looked any good in and stuff, throughout all this, it actually worked wonderful. I mean, you just add that personal touch, and that's what got it for me. This one is actually one of my top favorites. Everybody understands, that a guy, works with these hands constantly, but they don't see the feeling and the emotions or what we're working for behind it. So, I mean, it's hard for guys like me to ask for help, to sit there and wonder, okay, what do I do next? When you're in a bind or whatnot. And it's usually with my hands that we usually figure it out. That we usually, I work extra, or, whatever the case may be, to provide. It emphasizes what we work with, but with my body and stuff in the background, it just shows, what's hidden behind it. What are we working for? And to me, you couldn't be any more intimate than that. Yep, I actually got my first one. It's hanging up in my hallway as soon as you walk in the door. That is my showpiece. I love it. I want to make sure that everybody sees it, because to me, that is true art. I mean, I'm not an artsy person, but that one is true art. I mean, all of these are. And the more that I could show that work and stuff off, then, I don't know, it just kind of helps raise confidence, like, okay, maybe I do look good in this, or, okay, maybe it did capture what I wanted it to. I've had quite a few friends and family tell me I was crazy and stuff. The fact that, well, I'm getting partially, skivvied up and stuff in front of somebody I don't know, but when they see the afterwards and the photos and stuff afterwards, most of the time their jaws just drop and they're just like, man, that is just gorgeous. Even guys are telling me that, and it's just like, yeah, yep, you want this. You want that feeling. And I've actually had a couple of guys actually talk to me about it, and they're like, well, what would something like this be with my wife? If I do it for her, we have an anniversary coming up, or whatnot. It's like, man, I'm telling you, go for it. I mean, it'll help free you, I guess. I did this one for me. I mean, granted, my wife probably got more photos than anything, but this one was all me. I wanted that void filled, but I also wanted people to see that softer side of guys, that we're not all just, hardcore, that we do have feelings and emotions. We work long hours, and I just wanted people to see, that we're still human, that we might see things different, we act different, definitely, but we're still human. I can physically see all the demons and stuff that I've dealt with through life, and I could see them in the background, knowing that they're not really bothering me no more. I've got a beautiful family, I work hard, and knowing that I can actually stand in front of a camera and see the beauty in it, I couldn't even put words to it, to be honest. I mean, it's just one of those feelings that I haven't felt in, God, I don't think ever, to be honest.